All right, so this is actually a private stream. Oh, I can hear myself on here. Okay, so it looks like the connection is better. I'm going to send this to just the ladies in my group because this will probably be the stream that will be for the replay. I'm going to assume that this is going to work now because it hasn't lagged. I've been on here for a second. So we might be good. Hey ladies. All right, so we're good. It's working now because I've been on here for a minute. It hasn't cut out. Excuse me. All right. So I'm just actually gonna pick up where I left off. Not gonna take too much time at all because we've already taken so much time. Butterfly, just be on standby just in case. I want to go ahead and do your reading tonight, but we're just kind of just getting started with Asha, so it's gonna be like I don't know how late you'll be up, and I'm not trying to be up honestly past 10. So if we still have time, we'll do it. All right, Asha, you ready to get back into it? I will make this back public when we finish. I'm gonna be honest. This is what I feel. I think that these Caribbean ancestors don't want everybody like being able to hear this message. It kind of reminds me of like when I did one of Naima's readings and her grandpa stepped forward. And that reading would not upload. That's when I was still doing readings on Instagram. That reading would not upload. And it was in my like archives, but it would not upload. And then finally, like a month later, it uploaded. And I just thought that was so crazy because it was such a good reading. So I think that's what's happening here. It's kind of like I feel like they're trying to make a statement, like some type of statement. Look, y'all figured it out. Wait a minute. What's going on? What is with the tube, spirit? Okay, so I do feel like this does have this is something like they're like, no, shots fired. Like we're serious. You gotta have to so they definitely want you to just connect deeper with them. Let me see for the two. Okay, Butterfly said, okay, that's fine. Asha said, I'm ready. Jennifer said, I feel that too. Some are not for everybody. Asha said, Judas makes sense since someone was sending me negative energy. Laugh faces, laugh faces. What y'all laughing at? What did I say? Yeah, that like I'm like y'all trying to be secretive and shit. Okay, this what we doing. So we done spent 37 minutes just because y'all trying to prove a point. Now 47 minutes. I'm like, damn, I know it ain't my Wi-Fi, but I went on and unplugged the modem, plugged it back up, gave it a second, was still tripping. And I was finally just like, okay, I think I'm figuring it out. I think that's what Spirit wants us to get from this. It's like, oh, y'all was laughing at the card, the guns. I forgot. I just think that's just so funny. It's like, I just think there's a disconnect between what you're perceiving as your life already being good and it's kind of like you feeling like life isn't good until certain things happen, but it's like no, life is good when you realize life is good. Look, they're saying look the fuck around. Smell the roses. That's what I hear. Okay, so spirit, I'm gonna go ahead and speak to the spirits that's coming with this heat. Okay, coming with the tude. Okay, so let's talk to the Caribbean ancestors. So spirit, what is it that you would like to say? Crown chakra. So the crown chakra deals with our connection to spirituality, God, enlightenment, all of the above. Okay. So this card actually connects us to that higher power. It connects us to our ancestors. It's that connection that either gives us access or blocks us from receiving those downloads and also just having a clear mind. Okay. So they do feel like you're a little clouded. Okay. It kind of feels like, again, when I was talking about perception, perception is your reality. So if you perceive that life is, it's a -5, then life is going to be a -5. But from somebody else's perspective, they would probably think that life is excellent for you, for whatever reason. And I feel like this is kind of what spirit feels like. Like life is excellent for you. Like you have no reason to not be happy. You have no reason to not wake up every day excited and passionate about life. And they are saying that they do acknowledge the things that you have gone through. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Power. So this gives Leo energy, but they're saying you're very powerful and the ancestors are very powerful, and they're basically saying that don't get yourself into a point to where you feel helpless, because once you get to that point, it's over with. You know, it's kind of like, I'm not saying they're saying a lost cause, but I'm just passing the message on. It's just kind of like they can't deal with certain frequencies, and so you got to raise your vibration, and you have to like perceive your life differently. This is like a non-negotiable for them. Okay. Yeah, and they love you too, Asha, and they just want you to like realize. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Hope, moving on, mental conflict, spiritual union, discontent and boredom, memories of love, awareness. So that look, and then look what's on the bottom of that. Destiny. Look, conflict and defeat. Man, when I say this shit is spot on. Okay, so what they're also speaking on is like partners from the past. That frequency is still like in your energy. Okay, so this has something to do because you said what is going on internally that's blocking this from happening. So they're basically saying that they do see you like restoring your hope. You do have hope, but they want you to have faith. They're saying we want you to have faith. And look, this is an older woman sitting around waiting around on somebody. So they are bringing up the type of men that you're attracting. Look, conflict and defeat, discontent and boredom. So there is like a man in your frequency. I'm not sure if this is the same man. Look, 5-4. Not sure if this is the same man, but this actually, this energy right here is kind of like your energy coming through. And the reason I know that is because look, on the bottom you have the rainbows, right? And then you have a castle in the background. This person is looking in a whole nother direction. It's just like, when is my moment gonna come? When am I going to, be able to show the world? This is what I'm hearing. This is the voice they're using. When am I gonna be able to show the world what I'm really made of? That's what they're saying. And it's like if you just turn around and realize you're at the fucking top and you're talking down to people, like, look at where you stand. Like, you're probably in a castle already, but you're looking in the other direction as if, okay, like you're comparing yourself to somebody else. Like, oh, look at their beautiful castle. I'm just gonna, just gonna be just waiting for my castle. When you're not realizing you standing in a mansion. It might not be as big as the castle, but you still have more than the people that might be down here. Okay? You're still a lot further and a lot high up than the people that are down here. And I think this has a lot to do with energy. When they say you're higher up than people. They're talking about your energy and your spirituality, okay? You're more connected than most people. So, you have to be very mindful of the energy you're putting out because they're kind of giving me like they feel like you're being wimpy because like the privileged flaunter card with this card, it's just like not a good combination. Okay, so we know what we need to do. We just got to switch up the energy, make sure you're showing more gratitude, and also you have to research more into this the ancestry, Caribbean ancestry, and the Dominican ancestry. Okay, I feel like they were very, very strong people, like very strong. Like, and if you just look up the history of Haitians and Dominicans, if you look up their history, you'll realize like they've had to be strong, and there's so many things historically that they have went through as a people. It makes them strong. So when they come to you and when you're communicating with them, you're somewhat channeling that energy of strength. So you have to have tough skin to connect with these spirits, okay? You have to have very tough skin. Okay? So the conflict and defeat, they're speaking on the relationship, okay? There is somebody for you, but what they're saying is look at the heads. Both of the heads are together. So there is an emphasis on, you know, your mindset Because didn't the mental conflict came out. Your mindset is important because you're attracting the energy that you're already on, the frequency that you're already on. So you're attracting somebody on that frequency. Look, two and two, two and two. So you're attracting somebody on this frequency, which means that if they're saying that you're giving wimpy energy or like you're not, it's like something good can happen. It's like, oh, and then it's like, okay, back to stressing or back to whatever this low vibration is that they're speaking on, which I'm going to assume is probably mental conflict or just getting mentally overwhelmed. This person that you're attracting, you don't want them to have that frequency, even though, you're probably not intentionally doing it. But this is what you're attracting. And so I think that's why it's being blocked. Also, the conflict and defeat. You don't want I don't want to say that they're feeling like you're defeated, but I believe that with this male energy coming up, this is what you're attracting based on your internal energy. Okay. So you will attract somebody who has a level of awareness, but how they execute that awareness is important. So you probably want to put that in a petition. You want somebody spiritual, but I don't know if you've ever dated somebody spiritual that just be fucking yapping, and it's like no end to the theories and the conspiracies. What is the solution? What is the action that we are taking to be better? What is the action that we're taking to change whatever it is that we're fucking complaining about? That's the energy. Okay, that's what you don't want to attract. Somebody that's just all talk, somebody that's just all complain, somebody that's just all yap. Okay. Because you can have awareness, but it's all about what you do with that knowledge and that intuition. Okay. Also, this is in your frequency as well, moving on and memories of love. So I think sometimes, and these spirits are feeling like you're dwelling on the past. Okay. So, spirit, what is it that she's dwelling on in the past? Because this is definitely a man. Memories of love. Clarify this memories of love, spirit. All right. So, okay. So you did deal with the sexual abuse, right? Did you deal with this as a teenager or when you were younger than that? Because that's coming up as well. Okay, I think we actually kind of talked about, was that you when I was talking to you about like forgiving and doing like a releasal for the person who abused you? Because that's coming up again. You get the teenage predator card, be careful who you let babysit and spend time with your kids. Then you also got the kidnap card, which says sometimes I just want to be pinned against the wall and taken. So this kind of gives me the same energy of like you're kind of still carrying it in your frequency, the energy of how, what is this? How are they describing it? It's like a sense of your power was taken, or like something like your dignity was taken, and that kind of it makes you sometimes struggle with your identity. And they want you to focus more. So listen very closely. These spirits want you to focus more on your identity, not what other people want you to be, but who you are. Just be who you are. Like you don't have to be anybody but yourself. And it's okay to change. Change is a part of life. You're going to change. You're going to evolve. You don't have to stay the same. You don't have to, you know, um, stay the same person you've always been. So even if you want to be one way today, if you decide to change tomorrow, that's your business. Okay. Okay. So you did the release. So that's good. Okay. So my question when I asked to clarify the memories of love. Okay. So did you do a candle? Because maybe that's what they're speaking about with the candle and the water. Because maybe they want you to do a candle for it as well. Because as you know, we heal, but it's like we're healing in layers and we're releasing things in layers. Okay. And so you did the releasal. That's great. That's wonderful. I'm happy you did that because you're releasing that energy. Because that's not something that you intentionally, like, you didn't do that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Somebody did that to you. So it's not your fault as to why you are responding to certain things and putting out a certain energy. But it's now that you have this awareness, Now you have to switch it up, okay? So what they want you to do is burn. So here, I'll just tell you what the cards are showing. You got 4 purple candles, and actually the purple candles are, I mean, they're used for different things, but I know for a fact they are used for like domination. So with this showing up here, I believe now you need to do, you can just do 1 candle, or you can do four purple candles, but they need to be like the little small candles, the tea lights. But I do feel like they want you to do like a dominate, and I'm not going to call it a spell because we don't do spells per se, but this is a working, so you need to do like a domination over this situation and over this abuser, okay? And what you're going to do, you're burning a candle, to uplift yourself, but it's also going to give you power, and it's going to help you and your energy dominate over this person's energy. Because if this person is still alive, this person could still, because I feel, and I'm gonna be real with you, this is very deep, but I feel like this person, if this person is still alive, this person is still carrying that within them. I don't know if they're thinking about it. um how does this abuser feel about what they did to her? How does this abuser feel about what they did to her? Authority, balance. Look, so this is somebody that's like dominating, trying to dominate you. Look, balance. So this person is like standing above, like above. This person's like levitating. So this just gives me a person that's going to use their energy to like make you feel small. So do you see how that is translating? That can still translate because it's in your frequency. So I would say as much as possible, you need to be doing releasals. I'm not going to say do this every week, but maybe every month, you release, or even if you don't do this actually on paper, what you can do is just call your energy back. You can stand in front of the mirror and say, I'm calling my energy back from people who are thinking of me, and I'm not thinking of them. I'm calling my energy back from people who are energy vampires, calling my energy back from abusers. I'm calling my energy back from people who, have done me wrong. Just, speak whatever comes to your heart. But it's important that we call our energy back, because we never realize how much we're putting out. You know what I'm saying? Until we realize, looking back, and it's like, well, what do I have? I'm there for everybody, but what do I have? Who's there for me? You start to feel like depleted and unappreciated because you're always just so present for everybody else, holding space for everybody else, but there's none left for yourself. Okay. So that's what they are emphasizing here. Okay. So internally, these things are coming up. Okay. Conflict and defeat, feeling defeated, mental conflict as far as like mental health. Okay. Crown chakra. This makes sense because the crown is at the head area. Head is even showing up here. I think the person that you are attracting, this person that's trying to come into your life, they're not the right person. They're not, because mentally they're not there yet. They're not ready. They're not ready for you. I think your mental confusion is more so comes in phases. Like you're not a mentally confused person. Like you're very like, like you're in tune with yourself and you know what's going on. So I wouldn't say that that's, your energy like that. But this is definitely in the frequency of what you are attracting. Okay. See, power, hope. All right. So, let me see. Now let's move on to external, and we're gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. All right, let's see. So we're still talking to the Caribbean ancestors. All right, so what is it that's going on? We did internally. What's going on externally? So on the outside, what energy is going on the outside that's blocking her? Like things that's outside of her. What's going on outside of her that is blocking her from receiving her manifestations? Well, this whole thing dropped. Everybody's saying, wow. So what's going on? I know I'm yapping. I hope it's resonating. Spirit, what's in her frequency? This whole stack keep flying out. What's going on externally? Actually, I'm going to pull from My other decks. What's going on outside of Asha that is causing her to not receive the things that she wants? Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I did not mean to pull from that deck. Okay. Look, deep rooted depression and fear of the unknown. Spirit, what is going on externally? Okay. Okay. All right. So that's all the cards I'm gonna pull. We got plenty of cards, and this is a lot of stuff I was already picking up on. The mental conflict they're speaking on is a little bit of like seasonal depression sometimes. Um, and again, feeling like the way that you're perceiving your life is just not accurate. I hate to say it, but it's like it's just not the reality, and you just got to spend more time like really being tuned into what's going on around you, and also tuned into the world, because they feel like they're kind of making it seem like you're a little sheltered, like it's things going on in the world that you're not seeing or not. Okay, so I'm going to say research into Haiti, research into the Dominican Republic, because I think that they're speaking on the conditions back home, and they're basically saying the way that you have it is way better than we had it. The way that you have it now is way better than how your family that is living, like your living relatives or whatever, that is connected to this Haitian and Dominican ancestry. you know they not even living like you, like you're living large and in charge is how they putting it. So they think you got money. Okay, so I know they're gonna be expecting an offering. They like, oh, okay, yeah, she gonna leave us something real nice. She got it. Okay, so the things that are going on outside of you, so I am picking up that sometimes um people. Okay, I'm gonna just okay. Some of this stuff is not related, but I'm gonna just tell you exactly what they're saying. Okay, so when it comes to this card, want to see me drip like a, yeah, I probably can't see it. Want to see me drip like a faucet? I could be a freak, throw it back, let you toss it. All right, so they're saying that, okay, they're speaking on sexuality. They want you to be mindful of when it comes to dating, to not, it's not to say don't talk about sex with people, but people are kind of picking up, not going to say people, men, the men that are talking to you, they're kind of getting fuck buddy vibes instead of like, she wants something serious. So I think that maybe you might come off too relaxed about the things that you want. You might not be as vocal about the things that you want because you might not want to scare somebody off, and you might want to be like the fun girl or the fun person, but let's not. Let's speak what you want. Let's let your intentions be clear and your intentions be known, because let's be honest, if you're attracting somebody that is on your frequency, don't you want a partner? Don't you want a man that's going to be sure about you? And as you come into his life, he's sure about you just like you're sure about him. Because don't it get old, you liking somebody and they don't reciprocate back, and then you just do this over and over and over again? It's all because of the energy that you're holding within yourself. Okay, if you can get clear about how you're feeling and how you're thinking and what you're believing, and also how you're feeling about yourself and your image and your just everything. If it's something you're not liking about what you got going on, you have the power to change it. Okay? And that's what they're making very clear to me. Everything that it is that bothers you or you feel like isn't ideal for you, you have the power to change it, or at least, there's some way to change. Not saying it has to be a permanent change, but there are things that you can do to just make yourself feel better about it. Okay. um like I'm gonna use an example. Like if you get pimples or something like that, there's makeup, there's patches, there's things that you can use, to like fix that. Or if you feel like, let me see, You feel like you don't like your smile. It's things you can do to change your smile that you might not be doing because you might be penny pinching, or you might be feeling like, oh no, I'm gonna wait to do this. No. If you're not happy with yourself, how you gonna be happy with anything else and anybody else in the world, in your life, in your reality? Everything's pointing back to you and how you feel, okay? Everything is pointing back to you and how you feel. Okay? So these spirits have been trying to communicate with you. Pick up the phone, baby. They've been communicating, which just makes a lot of sense because of your reading you just did. And they step forward in your personal reading. And for them to step forward now is even more of a confirmation. Um, so there is a concerned male ancestor. And keep in mind, you're talking about things outside of you that are blocking. So I do think that this male role is is the one that's responsible for this blocking. I would say that this is probably your dad. This is probably your dad. Okay, because you got the paternal, and then now you have this card. So yeah, this is dad. Pick up the phone, baby. So I think dad is the one that's blocking certain partners because this is a man that's very in your frequency, very much in your frequency, and if he's seeing you crying, that bothers him. He's not going to allow somebody to come into your life that's going to, treat you like you less than what you deserve to be treated like. Have your mental health all fucked up, and then it's the same cycle. He's not going to let that happen. He's not. Okay. And this is why it's being blocked. Okay, so with this deep rooted depression and fear of the unknown, he wants you to release all fear. That has to be an affirmation and something that you are clearly speaking over your life every single day. You have to speak these things and anything else that you want into your life. It's not a desire, it's something that you already have. So we're not using words like desire. We're not using words that lower our frequency. We're not saying or speaking, or I know it feels excessive sometimes to be like trying to control your thoughts because people feel like I can't control how I think. Yes, you can. Every time you think something negative, let's think some more positive thoughts. Let's try to retrain ourselves to, because sometimes when we start thinking one negative thing, it just keeps going and keeps going. Oh, well, this gonna go wrong, and then this gonna go wrong, and life is just I'm just you know what I'm saying? You just start to feel like shit. And it never gets better. So like I feel like that's basically what they're saying, like you're spiraling. So they want you to like just come back to yourself, recenter within yourself, and understand that, you have a bigger role in this than you realize, okay? So anything that you need to do to make yourself mentally, think a little bit better or have better feelings and thoughts about yourself, that's what you need to be doing at this time, okay? So the full moon is coming up. Solo couple strip is coming up. So I do see somebody trying to come in your frequency, but it's kind of like, it's like so many other mixy things. Okay. It's like the energy of, okay, the business is coming up as well. Start the new business, which you already have. So, with us asking what is blocking it, I think with you doing so many things right now, you know, with your business, it requires a lot of time and energy. You know, they're kind of speaking on balance. They want you to find balance in your life. Um, I'll never forget one of my professors, one of my favorite professors in college. She was like very smart, and successful. And she always told me like one thing she regrets is like not getting in a relationship or not like starting a family, because she said like once you get to her age, which she was like in her 30s. And she was like, once you get like settled in your career and stuff, it's like then you're lonely. It's like you don't have nobody to share it with. And so that's kind of what they're wanting you to find more balance, because if you're working all the time, how can you have time to be with this partner? So they just want you to have a little bit more balance. Spirit, what is it that, let me actually ask, because this is the external energy. So let me ask, what do they want you to, like, what things can you do to align your energy with the things that you want to see come into fruition? Let me see. use this stick. Yes, definitely the mirror magic, Asha. Definitely the mirror magic. I'm gonna read the comments in just a second. So, Spirit, what are the things that you want her to be focused on at this time so she can get the things that she wants? Okay, this one flew on the floor. Oh, no cap. No motherfucking cap. Family? Girl, is this not what we are talking about? Family? And just so y'all know, I've never been one of them. Never, ever, 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 ever been one of them. Okay? Is this not the whole fucking message? Okay, another thing that they really want to like drive home, this is one of the points they want to really drive home. If you're saying, you're connected to your ancestors, it's important to connect with all aspects of your ancestry. So if you're saying that you're connected with these ancestors, you have to be researching things about them. You have to learn their ways, the foods that they eat, the things that they like, what type of things they make with their hands, what type of spiritual practices they have, what are their beliefs. Like all of that is important, okay? And also, if you are seeing the power in them from you researching their story, you're going to look in that mirror and see that same power within you. Why? Because this is a reflection of you. Your ancestors are a reflection of you. And the power of everything that we're doing is the fact that we can call on our ancestors and ask them for their energy to use. I don't want to say use their energy, but you can ask them, to step in, and give you the energy that you need in order to get certain things done or accomplished. So if you picking up what I'm putting down, you can go to these spirits about love. You can go to these spirits about a family. A family. This is a little girl and a little boy. Ma'am. Ma'am. Okay? Look at the birds. This is you. This is you. Like this is you, literally. So, stop being afraid of the unknown. Figure out what's going on with you, how you're feeling, and quit perceiving that. Look, what? What? Like, seriously, this is the same card. Asha, this is you. This is you manifesting under the full moon. This girl is holding up a stick, but do you see this light and the power that's coming from the stick? It's not the stick that holds the power, it's the woman charging the stick with whatever intention it is that she has. This is what is creating certain things and creating a certain frequency. Okay, so does this make sense? You're manifesting. This is you solo. You're manifesting what you want. And this is you getting what you want. Okay? So does this make sense? This was a great reading. Thank you to the spirits who stepped forward, to the Haitian and the Dominican ancestors, as well as her father. Thank you guys for stepping forward for her. If you guys could give her one more final word of encouragement, what would it be? Girl, you won't believe it's on the bottom of the deck. Oh my God. Wait a minute. I got to find it. So this one is on the bottom of the deck. Empowerment. And then it was also the beauty card, which is the woman sitting in front of a mirror, naked. Do I fucking cap? Like, this is the same. Like, I have no words. Like, I have no freaking words. Like, reading over, reading over. Like, no music was played. Like, Spirit just snatched all our edges. Every last one of our edges. All right, so let me read the comments. Butterfly, are you still on here? Everybody kept saying wow. That's how I see wow, wow, wow. Okay. Amber said, oh my God, I feel that. Asha said wow. Wow. Resilient said wow. Asha said, okay, just wow. What was y'all saying that to? Obviously I forgot what I was saying because I was yapping. She said they preaching. Yes. Anna said this is so straightforward. Wow. Makes sense. Oh my God, the cycle. Yeah, Annava. I was picking up on that as they were speaking. I'm like, damn, I see it. It's like sometimes we create. We create these cycles by telling the same story, and sometimes just keep repeating the same shit. Like that shit get old. I get it, because we all go through trauma and we all go through things in life. But at some point, you got to just drop the story. Drop, like, even though yes, that happened to you. Yes, you experienced it, and that doesn't, invalidate what you experienced. But it's just like at some point, if you want something more, you can't keep talking about, what went wrong. Let's talk about what's going right. Let's talk about what's going right now. Song said, "Who keeps calling you?" Okay. Asha said, "Picture looks like him, like your dad." Rosalie says she has to manifest. Yep. Asha said, "I'm actually actively working on this. So continue to mirror magic." Yep. Annabelle said, "That's so true. You have to follow it up immediately with positive thoughts and affirmations. Learn this now." Asha said, "Yes." Rosalie said she should definitely start making her registries. I'm coming to keep my niece and nephew. Asha said, "Yes, the two kids I've dreamed of." Yep. Um, Makes a lot of sense. Ain't no cap. Beautiful reading. I love them. Wow. Feet on necks. Yep. Feet on motherfucking necks. They want to make it clear. Yeah, this was very straightforward. Like, snatched every edge. Your telephone's awful busy. So as y'all see, these Caribbean ancestors ain't finna play with you at all. But I love how they brought it full circle. That was your final warning. Oh God. Alrighty. So let me just shuffle the cards. All right, Butterfly, you're here. It really was. And it's crazy how the connections start working when we went private. Did a private stream. Oh, this is me talking. Oh, y'all seeing all my little scratches from Lunar? Oh God. She over there doing something she ain't got no business doing. All right, ladies, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here and start the new stream. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for booking, Asha. If you guys are interested in booking a personal reading, purchasing crystals, crystal jewelry, incense, or any other spiritual products, I will have all of my links down below in the description box. Thank you guys for watching. This is Juju the Master Manifester, and I am out.